What's going on, guys? I had meetings and shit, and I forgot to do my lat pull downs, and I went to the gym, so I have to go back later on and do my lat pull downs. But so, um, just lost my train of thought, dude. Like, look, 100%. Well, shit. I guess I'll have to go on that eventually. The whole shit with Tiffany yesterday was only because like they started asking me questions about her, and apparently I do know her from like way back in the day, so I had to clarify all that bullshit. Because like when I first talked to all that bullshit that I can't go into. I told them about Tiffany because that was like when she was like full on blowing up my phone all the time. And basically yesterday I had to tell them that Tiffany is Stephanie, and I've known Stephanie for a while, but I didn't know Tiffany. And they were kind of the investigator was kind of laughing at me like, "Oh, so you got the hots for Tiffany, but Stephanie's the one you stood up." And I was like, "Kind of, sort of." And then they were like, "So this all happened because you didn't call her back." I was like, "I guess so," but that's neither here nor there. Look, this might segue into some other bullshit, but like the fact that there are grifters and losers for her to collaborate with in the first place is just a state of how shitty America has become. Okay? I'll just throw that out there right now. What's up, Eddie Decibin, or whatever the fuck it is? That guy's funny. He did some video about like the white idol group. Blueberry, strawberry, daiquiri berry, whatever the fuck it was. These three like white, or these two white bitches and one like chubby Asian bitch from California trying to be idol. Dude, California needs to just, yes, please detach from America and be your own shitty failed third world country. Stop taxing us for it. I cleaned the stem, but I still gotta clean the piece. This is all CBD and all that bullshit, so don't break my balls. Look, I do not give a fuck. If that dumb bitch wanted this shit to work out, she should have been like, look, I'm short on dough. I need to borrow some money. I collaborate with a bunch of losers and douches, and it's just what it is. And look, she basically was what I didn't realize what going to the studio meant. I would have had her, every time she was going to the studio, she would like blow up my phone about it. I would have, if I would have known, I would have been like, no, you stupid whore, don't even talk to me ever again. But that's neither here nor there. So, um, the fact that, look, she really did fuck with the wrong person because the fact that they're doing all this shit just to verify some shit about me that I started like last year before I even met that stupid or found out Tiffany was Stephanie. Like, what do you think they're gonna do when they finally get around to doing the bullshit about the money you stole from a child? It's like the government is very effective. It just takes a long ass time to move because everyone's busy doing other shit because we're adults. Anyways, um, look, as far as I'm concerned, we're done. Okay, like we're done the moment. Look, strike one was her associating in any way, shape, or form with those douchey losers associated with that fucking loser Will Chamberlain. I don't have anything like. Look, it's nothing other than the fact that that dumb motherfucker has got a thumb up. He's got his own thumb up his ass. So far, he can't tell where his nose ends and his thumb begins in someone else's ass. So I don't need anyone associated with that dumb motherfucker around me. If that will make you happy and be successful, go do that. The fuck away from me. Okay? The second strike was that was you sitting. It was a table full of girls, and that one douchey loser who was in the war room stealing people's money, and then ran away to Thailand, and all that bullshit. You were literally sitting. So you admit to associating with them. Look, I sat next to that fucker too by accident. Well, he sat next to me during the filming thingy. Okay, but the fact that you continue to associate with them is strike two. Okay. Strike three was you stole from my niece and tried to like convince me that it wasn't stealing, even though I caught you red-handed. So I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like this has nothing to do with you whoring around LA and Korea. That's just icing on the cake of me wanting nothing to do with you. Because if you think it's a good idea to do that after you stole money and want to tell everyone you have a thing for me, I don't need you in my life. And if that wasn't your idea, whoever told you that was a good idea, you don't need in your life. And if you're gonna keep them around, you're not gonna keep me around. It's that simple. It's that fucking simple. So I'm already done with her. Okay, we're already done. The moment she puts that bullshit music out that she sacrificed all the, like, why the fuck would you brute force your way into my DMs and all that bullshit and then run away to Korea with all these losers and shit? You should have done that afterwards. If you would have done that, if you would have done this first and then that DM bullshit, there's nothing I could have said about it because I wasn't around then. But this is all an issue because you wanted it to be an issue. You made it involve me. It didn't need to involve me. And now it's not going to anymore because you want this is the way you wanted it. Go make shitty music. See, like I say that shit because it's like saying we're done, so you might as well go do that. And she's like, yeah, well, I am gonna go do that. Yeah, because we're done. Because you're retarded. Because you live in a fantasy land. Like this, I met this dumb bitch when she was done with SM Entertainment, and she was like, well, you didn't notice me, so I'm gonna go back into debt. You stupid fucking whore. So I didn't end shit. She ended it all. And the moment she releases that shitty music that she already, like, see, she already collaborated with them. There's no way to fix it. You already did it. There's no way to fix it. If you were to never release that music and get rid of everything you've ever done with them, that would be some form of penance. We could probably build on that, but you're never going to do that. So we're fucking the moment you release that shit, that's you signaling to the world that you're a whore and that we're done. We're already done on my end. You need closure on your end, so release the music. Anyways, so the big news for me is I'm getting ready. Well, first I only did a bad review with 1 star, and then I filed a complaint with the doctor's board about it. And then if that doesn't work, then I can sue them. But those douchey people who were giving me problems with my asthma medication are giving me problems again. Just because they look, all they need me like technically I have 2 insurances, so whichever one works, just use that one as the one. Whichever one is better for this doctor, just use that one, right? I just go wherever because my insurance is. If they don't take this one, they'll take the other one, right? That's normally how it goes. But either that involves the fucking morbidly obese nurse on their end to actually do something on the computer, or they're just stupid and don't understand what they're doing, which is why it's easy to game the system in your favor all the time. But so essentially, they want me to come in so they can charge me a bunch of things so they can refill my asthma meds. Like, no, not going to do that again. So I called them up, and that fat, stupid, morbidly obese bitch told me, well, I don't have to fill your meds then, and hung up the phone. I was recording that. I left them a review about that, and then I reported it to the medical malpractice thingy as medical tyranny bullshit, waiting for them to get back to me so I can officially get lawyers involved. You don't understand. The reason why they talk to you like that is because that fat, pudgy bitch from Mexico thought that because she's making $15 an hour and that I would just go ahead and take her word for it because it's so common in America to make under minimum wage and then taxes and all that bullshit that they really think they can boss you around like that. Meanwhile, look, the reason why I told everyone to like not count on your crypto, I'm technically still a millionaire. I just have to like pool all my assets together and sell things I don't want to sell and all that bullshit, which I don't want to do. But like petty cash, no, I'm not a millionaire right now. It kind of sucks. But all those people who were only crypto millionaires, the moment the market tanked, they're destitute. That's why I said don't put all your chips in crypto. Crypto should be like, look, it's like this, right? Remember when crypto was going to the moon, but everything was cheaper? Like food was like gas was like $2 a gallon, all that bullshit, right? Well, now crypto's all the way down and gas is $8 a gallon, and I just went to the store and spent $200 for some steak and cheese, right? So they're just hiding inflation with crypto. Next time crypto goes to the moon, they're going to bring all that, CPI bullshit down. That's how they do it. That's why I tell you to adjust it and whatnot. All right, just see where it's going. Other thing is, I'm gonna be making like I see that Theta is at 80 cents or whatever the fuck it is. I think we even might get back down to 8 cents. I don't know, but please, I'm getting ready to do my massive push back into Theta. They got another patent and all that bullshit. Look, Theta's a steal right now. If anything, people are going to look back at this time and be like, wow, that dumb K-pop whore shot herself in the foot. You still became a self-made trillionaire, got that yacht, and went past Antarctica. Yeah, I did. That's just distractions. All that shit is distractions. If it cost 100, which I'm going to get back, the feds are involved, so all that shit's going to come back one way or the other. But yeah, it's all distractions, and now that distraction can go away. That it's like in Conan 2. You're fighting the wizard. He's like, I can't kill the demon that way. I have to hit the mirror, and then you hit the mirror and all that bullshit. So it's what it is. But no, the reason why we're in a situation, think about it, right? And look, a lot of the people, like that's true. When I was younger, I made friends mainly with like Indian people from India, and like my best friend was from England, and like shit like that. That's kind of how it was. Like people who spoke English but weren't from America were the ones I tended to make friends with more, probably because I was raised by a bunch of Peruvians in America and all that bullshit. But anyways, with an Italian father. Anyways, but what I've noticed is over time, the attitude of people coming to America. It used to be like the Indians and all that bullshit who were like, love America and can't wait to be America. Now it's like people who kind of like look down at Americans. So I've got a doctor who's not from America who is trying to milk me for as much as my insurance can give them so I can get my asthma medication. And before I can even get to that point, I'm dealing with a morbidly obese, uh, barely making more than the minimum wage and thinks that's the bee's knees, bitch from like Colombia or Mexico or some shit like that who hates Americans. Meanwhile, as an American, I just need to get some fucking asthma medication and it's pulling teeth. Maybe if all of you douchey losers weren't trying to become content creators and basically collaborating with everyone while you fuck doorknobs and kiss ass to people who do not like you, so you can get 40% of what other people donate to you because the rest goes to the management team and whatnot. If you weren't doing that, maybe you would be a doctor or a lawyer or a cyber architect or anything, so that way the system wouldn't be running on people who hate you. But you don't give a fuck. You would rather beg for money and make bullshit auto-tune music and prance around in LA and Korea. Well, everyone laughs at you because you're a loser. And that's not directed at nobody in particular. That's the entire Gen Z and even millennials. Thank God I was always skipped. And dude, basically, I grew like I am on the cusp. I'm like a year or two into millennial, but since I was always skipping grades, I was like on the edge of Generation X. Thank God, you all are pussies. And look, I don't know, like I'll play games with her, and I'm not blocking her right now, and all that. Oh shit, yeah, fuck yes, fuck you, Logitech. Just work, god damn it. So for 10K, so for the amount of money that that dumb whore stole from my niece, I can get a master's degree in AI if they accept me. I have to get on that shit now. You see, this dumb bitch, or whoever the fuck in her family was putting her up to it, was like, "Where's your diamond rings? Where's your Rolex watches? Why don't you have any Lambos to sell? I need funds for my bullshit K-pop career." I was like, all my shit is in my brain or my Roth IRA. I had basically $100,000 petty cash in a down market. It was 1.2 petty cash, 1.2 million petty cash in an up market because I don't give a fuck about that shit because that shit is a litmus test for who you need to cut out of your life. If you want $100,000 to get the fuck out of my life, please take it. Get the fuck out of my life. Go whore around LA and Korea, okay? I'm gonna master this AI shit. I'm gonna build my own world, and then you can't have anything to do with it. You dumb, stupid whore.